down, just a touch of wheels in that group. That's going to affect a ton of riders getting caught behind them. No more free laps this late in the race. That is the end of their race. They're not going to get back into this one. A stroke of bad luck at the back of the group. But again, that's why you have to move up every chance you get.
That's unfortunate, yeah, and I just hope everybody's okay when you're going in a straight line like that. It's usually across the bars ever so slightly, so I hope everybody's okay.
Just those little mistakes could change an entire national championship campaign. So now these riders at the back fighting to get back in here, as it's business as usual at the front. This is why Legion lines it up like this. This is why you get Kendall Ryan to the front in the last 3 laps. This is why Ryan's been able to win 3 of these national championships, because she's been so good at fighting for position. And now as we head into the final lap of racing, she is back on the front looking to get her 3rd consecutive and 4th overall national championship here in Knoxville.
Sitting on Kendall Ryan's wheel was Coryn Labecki, and sitting on Coryn Labecki's wheel was Michaela McPherson of Human Powered Health. Again, someone we haven't talked about all night because she is the lone rider for Human Powered Health. Saving it for the sprint, trying to play her cards right, sitting on the sprinter's wheels for this evening.
This is what Legion does best, lining it up on the front to control this field for 1 lap of racing. The panic bells have to be ringing now. This is your worst nightmare if you're a sprinter in this field, because you are watching this race right away from you up the road right now. There is no better scenario for Legion of Los Angeles than 4 riders lined up on the last lap with Kendall Ryan at the back. This is now their race to lose. Here's Labecki in the yellow. She's going to be the other big factor in this. DNA is also in the mix. And you talked about McPherson moving up.
Essentially, on Kendall's wheel is just kind of a battle of who gets to sit where. Coryn is essentially being the sweeper for Kendall and saying, no, I'm going to take this wheel. No one's going to take it from me. That's a hard spot to be in. There's a lot of emotional energy being used, making sure no one's trying to bump you off that wheel. No one is trying to bump her off the wheel. No one is trying to go for Michaela's wheel either. Excuse me.
Here comes DNA. Labecki going to go now. She'll launch early, trying to come over the top of Legion of Los Angeles. Labecki got some daylight here. McPherson trying to respond. That forces the hand for Legion of Los Angeles. Labecki has just changed the plan for Legion here.
This is that right-hand turn we were talking about. That was what you had to win. Kendall knows it. Yeah. She was on Coryn's wheel, even though Coryn got the jump.
Here we go. Labecki and Rivera going to go to the 2nd to final corner together. Labecki leading it out. Ryan getting caught out a little bit here. She will get gapped into the last corner. And now Labecki with some daylight out of the final turn. Coryn Labecki fights to the front. A look over the shoulder, and Coryn Labecki will be back in Stars and Stripes for Jumbo-Visma. The Euro Pro spoils the party.